I have a question for you. Will you be my Valentine? Well, we have lots of Valentine treats in store for you.
This is almost a Petaloo, a webisode, because we've fallen in love with their vintage 3D tags and all of their beautiful embellishments.
We're going to whip them all up and show you some very special Valentines for the special one in your life. Come play with us. Well, here are 3 of the newest vintage tags from Petaloo.
Right.
It's called Be Mine, Love, and Floral.
Now, you're seeing 4 in a set, but there's actually 8 in each. There's 2 of each design.
And as we get to each one, we'll show you. But here is the Be Mine. So, like you said, you see 4, but there's 2 of each. So, just to get you those 2.
And they are 2 inches by 3 inches.
Oh, very good.
I believe.
I think you're right.
They have, some of them, they are 3D stacked art.
Right.
So there are different images that are stacked on top of each other, and some of them have glittered edges and just all kinds of beautiful artwork.
Yes, very vintage look and feel. Now, out of the Be Mine, we've taken 2 of them and added it to this card.
And this is done on one of our new paper packs. This is the Robin's Red paper pack. So all that teal is just beautiful.
Now you can see that we had a great deal of fun with this. We did start with, of course, the Robin's Red paper, as you mentioned, but that circular doily.
Right. So here are the 4-inch doilies, and that's used in the background, and that's actually inked with probably a dark brown.
It's the toffee.
Oh, toffee.
The toffee chalking. Yes, right. You can see that the 2 pieces, now you could just use 1. We decided to go whole hog and do 2 of them. But the other thing that was added are the flowers. And
so the Petaloo flowers in these beautiful colors.
And the red and the mocha, or the blue, right. Those 3 colors were used. You'll see the instructions in the gallery.
So a nice little match, a mix and match of all those colors, and a few buttons were added here as well.
Right, and we've done the threading them with the little pieces of ribbon, of paper, and then the ribbon going into the collection. So you can just see this wonderful collage of things. And
it's a real easy way to just make a little collection of the different artwork and the different flowers.
This goes together pretty quickly, I would say.
And an easy way to put a greeting on is to use one of our gold greetings. I think it's a greetings dazzle.
I think so. So there you go with that. Now also out of the Be Mine, look at what a very different look.
And the red suede was added on this one.
Isn't that striking?
Well, that's perfect for Valentine's Day.
Now, keeping into the doily theme, we have this little heart doily, and it too is about, I think, a 3-inch in width.
Right. Oh, I've got that. 3 or 4 inches. I think that's 4 inches.
Maybe 4 inches long, yeah. So, and we have added from Maya Road, so Maya Road is going to share this with Petaloo, one of their heart clips with the love. Now, I do need to tell you that we have all that Maya Road has in inventory. They're all right here, and when they're gone, they're gone. So I just want you to know about that.
So what's great about this is that it is zotted over a piece of paper that was cut to match the shape.
Exactly. Doesn't that work well? See, more of those flowers. What I love about the flowers is that they're not identical. Right. Some have the tools. They just all are individual.
Individual rounded petals, little pointed petals with centers on them. And down here we have the heart trinket pins that are stuck in there. Just perfect touch.
And those pins come in a package like this. This is also Maya Road. And I'm thinking, there are 25 in there. So
that'll last quite a bit.
Actually, 25 cream and 25 red.
Oh,
so 50 pieces. Yeah. So they're going to go a long way. But you can see that is that other piece that we used on the very first card.
And this also has the white crochet trim on here wrapped around the edges of that vintage tag.
And I love that we've got that trim because it's just such a beautiful look. And the package has it in different widths. So you can see all the way from a narrow 1/2 inch all the way to this wide lighter. So it just is a nice accent, especially with the doilies.
They're
very
easy
pretty.
to wrap around corners or to cut off even with the edges of your paper as well.
On the inside of this card, did do one of the trinket pins, one of the flowers. Now the flower is kind of bumpy, but if you don't mind that, it's going to go nicely on the inside. A little bit of the crochet works nicely, and so that's working together beautifully.
That is a beautiful Valentine's card.
Now this is going into the love set, and look at this scrapbook page. Now let me show you the love set. Okay, I'm going to move this away just for a second. So I'm just double checking. Yes, this is love. So you can see that these are the elements. We've got a little puppy. We've got a little cherub in a cluster of wreath of flowers. We have a different hand. There was a hand in the first set, and then this is also duplicated into this set. So you're going to get that sweet little one again that's holding the birds holding a thing with my love.
It's a really useful one, with my love, so you can use that over. So there are 2 each of these designs that you're seeing
and you can kind of see the glitter that's going on. So back to our scrapbook page, and what all is going on here.
So this is a nice tribute to Mom on Valentine's Day. It says our favorite Valentine, and you can see those 3D vintage tags down on the corner. Here's one here and one up above, but they've been embellished with a lot of different elements, one of which being these copper charms. So these are stamped onto this cardstock, and then they are not die cuts. You do have to cut them out, but they're used in a bunch of different ways on this page.
And let me tell you a little bit about this. These were done by an artisan living out in the country with his equipment, and they're first embossed and then they're foiled. You do not find them anywhere else, and they're just really, really special. Now you cut them out, as you said, and you can see just the accent that they add. They're paper, so they're very lightweight. 2 other things you can do with them is you can sand them and you'll get the white paper showing, or you can tap them with a StazOn or a surface ink pad and get them inked up, and you'll get the black against the copper. So you can see that they're right there. They're coming down there. Look at the butterfly. Now, that also has a butterfly pin on top of it. So like the heart trinket pin, we've got the butterfly one too.
And you'll see that in several places on the page. You're also going to see some StazOn metallic copper used like on the edges of the vintage tags and on the edges of some of the other cutouts.
Couldn't resist adding something,
it goes right on with those charms. And down at the bottom, you're going to start seeing this, the teal crochet trim. It's another one of those packs that comes in 4 different sizes. And they're pretty long lengths, so it's, I can't remember.
I think there's 20 inches of each
20
one.
Inches of each, that's right.
And look at this cluster of blossoms there. Isn't that lovely? Again, we're going into the 3D tag, and we've added one of the copper foiled embossed little
so that's
charms.
just been foam taped right on top of the tag.
Nice.
You're also, did you already point out the peach flowers?
I did.
I went around with the copper StazOn on the edges of the flowers. I didn't get to mention that, but
nice.
we did that. There's another kind of embellishment that you're going to see on here, not just the crochet trim, but this fancy trim. Okay, this is a used package because I actually had to break into it to create the project. But so this has got 4 different trims. It's got a rickrack, this cording, metallic cording, this tinsel, and this beautiful, this is my favorite, this beautiful lace with the glitter treatment on it. So you'll see it wrapped around different elements on the page.
Okay, beautiful. You'll certainly have to go into the gallery and get the instructions for this because lots is going on. Now, as I said, that was the 2 from our love. Now we have another that is called floral.
Right,
Sorry.
Because it's mostly floral.
Right. And so you see this very sweet girl. We've got some butterflies and flowers. Then we have this with the cherubs in the roses, very vintage. And once again, we have our flying dove. So that dove is going to follow you whichever package or series of packages you decide to get. Now, here we have it in this one. And you know what? I've done something wrong here. This is the little puppy, so bear with me. So this was back to the love.
Set,
yeah, okay.
But that was just such a cute, I just love this one. It's 2 little puppies peeking out. They're so cute for Valentine's Day.
And we talked about those charms. Now, you also, in the bundle, the Money Saver, you're going to get a gold set.
So they're gold with a little bit of silver, mostly gold and a little bit of silver up at the top, so you can mix and match. What's great about those. And these were sanded, just the edges only were sanded.
I think that's just a really nice distressed look. The other thing that's going on here is look at that frame around our little puppy.
Right. It was used with the 3 lacy labels cutting dies.
Right. So that is, I love how it goes on top and underneath, and it's just a really nice kind of ring of suede around it.
And the colors go perfectly with this chalkboard paper pack, and this burgundy suede makes it really rich.
Again, a cluster of the flowers over here, and adding in the ribbons and the charms.
And the pink crochet trim, which is what you see in the background, going all the way across, anchoring that design.
So that was from the Love. No matter what I said earlier, that's from the Love set. Now we're going to go into the floral. And you'll see here is our little dove carrying its message. And you can see that this has been done on a series of hearts. Now, those are from the brand new
number 5 design toolkit, which is right here. This thing is loaded with scallops and hearts, so that's perfect for Valentine's Day. So you have borders, you have this great scallop heart that was used in the center, and then this centerpiece was used for the center of the heart there.
Works beautifully. Now the flowers, as you can see, but something else as John is panning in, look at those charms.
Those beautiful dazzles charms, and this one is in the silver pearl.
Right, there you see the whole package. There are, let me see, 94 pieces.
Right, and they are intended to be backed one onto the other. They're matching so that you can have an individual charm. It's just not sticking on the paper.
And the back
is actually backed.
Right, and the back is in the package. And I love looping them with that trim.
On that trim from the fancy trims. This is the silver fancy trim. So there's that cording up at the top, and down at the bottom you see that lace that's run along the edge of the card.
Very nice. Now you can attach these with jump rings, so that works well too.
Down at the bottom. There's one more element going on here. The edges were embossed with silver zing embossing powder. That's one of our new embossing powders that we've been using kind of everywhere.
Wow, very, very nice. That was so much easier to do that with the embossing powder than trying to glue the cording around there.
It looks like it does.
And on the inside, another of the little vintage tags is used, and another of the hearts and the
charm right at the top. And there's a little tiny charm down at the bottom. Right
there is. Very nice. Now we have more to show you out of this, and here we go. Those little girls that were inside the cabbage roses, well, here they are in all their glory, and we've added some of the gold ripple. Who would have thought?
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Up at the top, and there's the gold fancy trims as well. So we've got these in all different colors besides just what you're seeing here.
We do, and these are the chipboard words. Now, we haven't shown you those today, but
here they are. There's I don't know how many of them are in there.
There are 30 pieces. 10 designs.
All different kinds of words. It's sweet. This one is love, so that you're going to find sweet, love, be mine, all sorts of words like that. And these were embossed, and that was using the gold encrusted jewels kit to emboss that.
Okay, but it's just a beautiful look. It's just, that's kind of an amazing before and after. Okay, looking at that, you know, okay,
what am I going to do with that?
What am I going to do? But wow.
And I love them tucked in within the flowers here, a little heart sticking out there. And you see a hint of what's going to be on the inside with these gold dazzles here.
And on the inside, sending you a great big hug.
And that's from our gold.
Right, big greetings.
Greetings dazzles.
They come in gold, they come in black, and they make a great big statement. Beautiful with the ripple.
And there's one of those embossed hearts right there with a little bit of gold cording on it.
Pretty amazing. Now, so we've done some vintage. We've kind of ramped it up with some glitter and some things. Our last card is a friendship card. So that's going to work for Valentine's Day too.
And that's the Pretty Little Posies paper pack that you're seeing there. And that's usually has lots of flowers on it.
As you would think. And it's going to be using the design tool number 6. Right. So,
and that's where you get the little dragonflies from. They are part of the template here on the design toolkit.
And this is a favorite of ours because you can just use it in so many ways. You've got the label shape. You've also got the oval. And you talked about the dragonflies. Well, there they are.
There they are.
Right.
Down in the corner, right on top of the flowers that are on the paper, we've added some of the petaloo flowers here.
These are the dahlias.
Colors. And there are a couple of those little heart trinket pins tucked in there.
And the love clip as long as it lasts. And we've also accented it with some of the jewel dazzles, as you can see, and done some stamping. So whether your love to be wants glitz or wants something a little more subdued.
Something traditional or vintage.
Right. We've got you covered. And again, I hope you'll be my Valentine.
Have a happy Valentine's Day.